The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of Green Acres and our guests. These general gardening tips and suggestions may work for you, as well as those from alternative sources. When using any garden products or tools, read and follow all label directions. And learn how to make your yard summer strong at bewatersmart.info.
The Green Acres Garden Podcast is the podcast dedicated to helping gardeners hone their growing skills while we celebrate our love of plants. So whether you're new to growing or a seasoned gardener, you're sure to learn something new. Join the fun as we have conversations with world-class growers, passionate green thumbs, and professional garden experts from Green Acres Nursery and Supply. Listen every week. We'll answer questions you didn't know you had. And away we grow. Oh my gourd, folks. We've got a great episode for you. This is the Green Acres Garden Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin, the Kukerbert Kid Jordan. Back in studio, another great episode. We will be talking about a fruit that has originated in North America, been cultivated by humans for a little over 9,000 years. This is a fruit that the U.S. produces, Austin, 1.5 billion pounds each and every year.
Wow.
And then 800 million of these individual fruits are ripe pumpkins, and they're all ripe in October. There are over 45 varieties. Of course, we're talking pumpkins. Over 45 plus varieties exist. And as a lot of our listeners know, they're related to the cucumbers, melons, and pumpkins are technically a winter squash. This is an episode that I have been just drooling and foaming at the mouth for a long time. I just wanted to talk about how do we grow these giants? I love pumpkins.
Right.
I love pumpkin growing. We're now in spooky season. It's pumpkin latte or whatever, pumpkin spice season. We're in that. I got to get my...
Has that started at Starbucks?
Not yet, but I think by the time this comes out, we're close.
Getting there.
Oh yeah, I got to get my plaid shirt on and my
But
scarf.
like you said, we've been wanting, we put it out there on the show even, we've been wanting to talk to a pumpkin grower.
Yep.
And we wanted to know how they, grow these giant competition level pumpkins. And thank you to our previous recent guest, Jim Musgrave, out in Lodi. He connected us with this amazing guy, Jeff McLean, who
friend
grows,
of a friend.
He grows Atlantic giant pumpkins, and not only is he a competition winner, he's been doing this for a long time. He's an author and he's written a book about it, and he has a lot of really great information to share. He's got a big giant pumpkin that we went and visited. What was that like, Kevin?
So I was so stoked. Austin hits me up. He's like, "Hey, we got a pumpkin guy." I'm like, "Let's do it." I don't care. He's like, "It's in Lodi." I'm like, "Well, let's do it." And so we got to meet up with Jeff McLean out in Lodi. He's got an Instagram handle, Jeff's Lodi Garden. He wrote a book. I mean, I don't even read books. He's writing books. This is cool. Backyard Big, where he kind of goes step by step on how to build these competition style pumpkins. And like you said, last year he won the prettiest pumpkin. This year he wants to kind of maybe make top 5 for overall weight and size. Pretty exciting stuff. Beautiful pumpkin patch. I mean, his vegetable garden was also thriving and delicious. Got to eat some of it, but I loved it. I've been looking forward to this. So in today's episode, we're going to learn all the ins and outs from a pro in this regard, someone who's been doing it for a while and had a bit of success. And just from seeing his situation and his setup out there, he's serious, Austin.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was shade cloth after shade cloth. We had misters. There's drip systems set up not just for the one plant, but to feed the entire growing plant as its vines move along the soil. They're getting water and rooting in. There's so much going on. And I don't want to blow the lead, but one thing I thought of, I was like, all right, we're gonna go see this guy who's growing these massive pumpkins. It's gonna be so cool. I just assumed, all right, he'll probably be growing synthetically and just doping his pumpkin up full of synthetics.
Right.
But
no,
that wasn't the case, my friends. So I'll let Jeff tell you all about how he grows
organically
these organic giant pumpkins, which to me is awesome. And the proof is in the pudding. When we turned the corner and he showed us his baby, Percy or Princess or whatever.
I don't know if it has a name yet.
It needs one. It had a personality. That's how big this thing was.
Yeah.
So huge. I mean, it was like a smart car. It was like one of those small vehicles. So big. And he said this thing's growing and growing. And even when we were there, it was still growing.
Yep.
And
I
so
think 5 pounds a day at this point.
he said slowing down. He said peak summer, it's 50 pounds a day.
Wow, that's a lot.
So this thing his child got big.
Yeah.
And pretty soon he's going to be cutting that sucker off and taking it down to the Elk Grove Pumpkin Festival, October 4th through the 5th. Can't wait to see what he
Yeah,
does.
I think we should try to catch it there too. But let's go ahead and jump into our interview with Jeff. Jeff was kind enough to welcome us into his pumpkin patch in his own backyard down in Lodi, where he's grown a monster. So let's go ahead and check that out. Here we go.
What got me was something that grows upwards of 50 pounds in one day is amazing. How can that be? Hi, my name's Jeff McLean, and I grow giant pumpkins. It's just the most amazing thing, and it becomes this obsession to try and get bigger each time.
You're like, I could do better.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you've really done something. So we're in your backyard. Actually, I mean, just a few steps from your swimming pool. Jeff, you have this beautiful corner of your yard. I mean, this massive pumpkin. I mean, what do you estimate this one to be sized? It's
I'm
a small
estimating
car.
it's about 1,500 pounds right now.
1,500 pounds. What's the world record?
The world record is 2749, I think.
Wow. So this is a big one, but they can get even a little bigger.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it because this thing looks out of this world. It's huge. Now something just clicked on. Can you tell
So
what
those
just
are
happened?
misters. So usually when the temperature gets over 90, I turn misters on about every 10 minutes. If it's really hot, maybe every 5 minutes, just to cool the plant.
Yeah.
Keep it
seems
from
like
wilting.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's getting a little warm these last few days.
It's warm and there's a hot breeze, and I need to get some cooling.
Can I touch it gently? Is that okay?
Of course. Yeah. You can touch it. It's smooth.
Oh, it's so smooth.
It's very smooth. Yeah, and it's.
It doesn't even look real,
You can thump
Jeff.
it. You can thump it, and it feels
so beautiful.
solid,
Oh,
right?
I'm gonna give you a little kiss.
You feel how solid it is. That's a good sign usually.
Yeah,
I've
it's
had
not
some
limp.
where it's kind of hollow, kind of sounding, like.
Too early on.
Yeah. So
That
it's
is
got
awesome.
Yeah.
It's got some beautiful freckles on there too.
Yeah.
Now you'd think someone's like, I'm gonna grow the biggest pumpkin I can. They would just go synthetic, and just dump a bunch of synthetic fertilizers on there. But you took a different approach.
Well,
What'd you do?
so for me, it's important for me to go organic as possible, and I'll share with you all this. I've got all that set aside to show you, but I want to invest in the soil, because if I take care of my soil, I know every year it's going to be okay. It's going to be.
You can actually improve the quality, not just get degraded.
Right, the bacteria that's needed to fix the nitrogen, the fungi, all the good stuff in the soil I need to take care of. If I start throwing chemicals on here, I'm going to kill a lot of stuff that's alive. I just don't want to do that. Do you want me to walk you around?
Gently, man. I do not want to.
There's a pathway, so follow me. Now, there are roots that form at every leaf node.
Is that why it's so important to really have the irrigation spread out?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the crown of the plant here, where the plant starts.
Wow, that's where it all began.
That's where it all begins. And you can see this is called the primary vine. See how it goes towards the pumpkin. These are secondary vines.
Yep. And they're just feeding.
And And there's roots in all the junctions, the leaf junctions in here.
And I can see your drip system. You have like multiple drip lines coming through this bed. So I love that.
Yeah. So then I set up the drip, and then I set up the misting system. The shade, 30% shade cloth is a must in the valley. Just about every grower uses this stuff.
The entire pumpkin patch right now is covered in it. I love it.
Yeah. And then during the season, I'm probably fertilizing 2 to 3 times a week. A lot. Yeah. In fact, almost every day I'm doing something.
Really?
Spraying something, either trying to get the aphids, or spraying manganese on it, or seaweed, or yeah.
It is incredible.
It's consuming. It's time consuming.
What does your family think about this healthy obsession?
It's time consuming. It's what they think. I'm
we
retired,
miss you.
so
We miss you. Yeah. Come to dinner.
Yeah. This is my first year growing retired, and I have definitely seen better results because I'm around a lot more.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Jeff, could you kind of highlight your timeline for when you begin and what you kind of do along that process from start to finish?
Yeah, definitely. First thing is getting the seed. And so that's usually done over the
Months
winter.
in advance, yeah.
And it's actually at auctions. Usually I get seeds at auction. There are pumpkin seed auctions.
Are people battling and
Care to ask how much a seed costs?
how much does a seed cost when you're going competition style?
Anywhere from $10 for one seed to I've seen one go for $1,500 for one seed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those genetics must be nice.
Yes. Good genetics. And that pumpkin that gets a really good price for the seed will have grown a dozen pumpkins over a certain weight. You know, that's how they.
Yeah, it's like
justify
like a
that.
horse
It's
racing.
lineage. Yeah, it's like horse racing. Yeah. So that's going on during the winter. The other thing that's going on during the winter is the cover crops. I like to get cover crops in here.
Speaking my language.
I don't like to pull weeds, so I'd rather
Yeah.
have cover crops.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Let them do the work.
Yep. I get my manure in and get that kind of just let it sit. And then in about early April is when I start my seed germination. So I germinate them inside. I have a grow tent and I germinate. I have a specific process I use with a heat mat and everything.
Yeah.
Germinate them.
Anything out of the ordinary for that?
No, not really. It's all about the soil. I put it in this, I have the exact amount of water in the soil, and I have that mycorrhizal fungi in the soil.
Oh, nice,
so
already.
that the roots get going quickly, and the plant will pop up in like 5 days.
I love germinating like squash and pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
They're very forgiving
They're easy.
and they come
They're
right
easy.
up.
Yeah.
Not like a carrot.
Yeah, not like a carrot or
You're
lettuce.
waiting around. Yeah, you're waiting around.
Yeah. So they pop up quick. So in the grow tent for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I get them out here as soon as I can, and I have something to cover, you know, like
a little micro greenhouse
like a
around 'em?
micro greenhouse just with plastic to heat up the soil. I actually use heating cables to heat the soil ahead of time.
Now you're getting serious.
Yeah. I said I would never do that.
Yeah.
Now look
that
at
was
me.
that was last year.
And then the plant starts, it takes probably a week or two for it to kind of wake up and get going. But then once it gets going, it grows like a foot a day.
That's
got to
be a fun
crazy.
time of the year.
It's
yeah.
really fun. Yeah. It spreads like crazy.
All those new tendrils and vines kind of snaking their way through.
Yep.
You almost can watch it grow,
Yep.
like in real time.
I get my shade up. I get my wind break up. Get my drip done. I get my misting system set up and ready to go. And then about mid-June is when female flowers start. I'll get male flowers probably in May. Female flowers start coming in June, and when they start on the primary vine, I'm paying attention to where they are on the vine. It's recommended to grow it on the primary vine at least about 12 or 13 feet from the base of the plant.
Really? Okay.
And when you get a flower you like, you pollinate it yourself. What I did is I hand pollinated it. And this pumpkin I crossed with that one on the other side of the yard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you went and grabbed some pollen from the other plant?
I grabbed a male flower and I pollinated this. So this pumpkin is going to be a cross with my pumpkin from last year and a seed I got from New York.
Do you keep your seed and try to keep going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah, I sell my seeds on eBay.
On.
We trade seeds.
Have you made friends?
Yeah, yeah.
Other than me?
We send them to people.
So describe to our listeners, so some plants will have flowers, like a tomato plant, where it's complete flower. It's perfect. It has male and female parts. It'll form a fruit. These form a fruit, but they're different the way their flowers are formed. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, so male flowers and female flowers. And it's pretty easy to tell them apart. The female flowers have a little tiny pumpkin under them. It's about the size of a marble.
Already starting to form.
Yeah, it's already ready to go. The male flower, they're much more numerous.
Yeah, and they usually come out first, right?
They come out first, and they have that stamen that you can get all the pollen off of, and you can hand pollinate.
Did you just get a little paintbrush or a Q-tip or something?
I just
shake
dip it in there and shake it. Yep, shake
that's
it. And
awesome.
That's it.
That's gotta feel cool when you see that female.
It's pretty exciting.
To, come
pollination. It's amazing too. The bees will beat you to it if you don't cover it. So you have to cover it.
Oh, because they might
as soon as it opens.
that you're not...
Exactly.
Interesting.
I had an orange squash couple of years ago.
You're like, what happened here?
It was really weird.
Oh, that's fun.
It was,
So what is the variety that you've chosen to grow? Because I know you said you started with the soil, you've set up your irrigation, you've got a seedling going, but the genetics matter, right?
the genetics, probably one of the most important things. I mentioned the soil. Probably second would be genetics.
And so
And
what
so
variety are you looking to grow, and what are the
obviously
biggest?
the chances of you growing a big pumpkin are greater if the seed came from a big pumpkin, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So then after you pollinate, it's this weird wait where nothing's happening for like 15 days, and you're thinking, oh, this pumpkin is not going to grow.
It didn't work.
But it just takes them a while to get set up and get things organized, I guess. And then you'll come out one day and you'll look at it and you'll be like, okay, yesterday it was the size of a cantaloupe, today it's the size of a basketball. And then you go the next day and you're like, oh, that's the size of a beach ball today.
Yeah.
And then you're off to the races.
Yeah.
And
What
that's
kind of
in,
size ball do you
July.
think it is right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know
thing's
what.
huge.
Yeah, it's 16 feet in diameter.
It's like the size of a smart
Yeah.
car. It's, it's pretty good.
Once you get a pumpkin, you're sure, and usually it's about 20 days, you're sure of, you cut every other one off if you want it. If you're going for size, you want to go a giant one.
And so what's the rationale for that? Why would you do something like that?
All the energy going to one.
Yeah.
But if you're a backyard grower and you're just doing it for fun, you can grow 5 pumpkins on your plant.
That's incredible. So you cut them off to divert all that energy into
Yeah.
into your growing queen here.
Yeah.
What happens next?
So then, this time of year when the pumpkin when it's slowing down, so when it's really growing, you're looking for splits and you're looking for problems with the pumpkin that you can try and get on
Can you
quickly.
correct a split?
Some of them you can, as long as it's not fatal, as long as it doesn't go into the cavity, but you can dry them out. I have a
Them to
fan, I
callus.
use a fan to dry things, and you can spray with hydrogen peroxide and things like that. So you're keeping an eye out for that. Once you're through that phase, I'm kind of through that now, which is good. Now it's really keeping an eye on the plant, trying to keep the plant going,
Yeah.
keeping the aphids at bay, keeping an eye out for pests and, things that can happen to the pumpkin.
So you got a competition coming up? What can we expect?
Yeah. So I'm probably going to go to the Elk Grove competition right down the way from Green Acres. And I went there last year. I won the prettiest pumpkin
Nice.
award last year. That was pretty cool.
Mr. Congeniality.
Yeah, yeah. They're fun. They're not one of those fast, quick things. You get there, and it takes them time to move all these
Oh, I'm
pumpkins
sure.
and forklifts. And there are people that will drive their pumpkins across the country. California has pretty robust
Do we have a good
pumpkin
pumpkin
weigh-offs
community?
with good payoffs. So,
Really? Is there a chance to win a buck or two?
Usually you win. The first place is anywhere it's on the order of 20,000 for first place.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the Elk Grove one? Or
Yeah.
just
I think Elk Grove, maybe they were
Austin?
17 or 18 maybe.
All right.
those
All right. All
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah,
good. Yeah, you
yeah.
said you had some seeds for us there, Jeff.
Yeah. And,
Woo.
and therefore there are a lot of rules,
Yeah.
and it's governed by the Great Pumpkin Commonwealth, which is a worldwide
Yeah, you do
thing.
not want to disturb them.
They
will
have
ruin
they have
your
a big
life.
thick rule book, and so
That's
they
fun.
have to
They take it
inspect your
serious.
pumpkin and take it very serious.
So what are the, you said no splits?
No splits.
Probably no rotted holes.
You can't wax your pumpkins. I think you have to have all chemical residue off. Sometimes you use sulfur if you get cracks and stuff, you have to use sulfur or some things to try and get the cracks to heal. You have to get all that off.
Well,
you
yours
know.
looks, spotless.
Yeah, it has. I clean it with a little bit of water and bleach.
Okay.
Probably once a week. I just wipe it just to make sure it stays
No
clean.
aphid honeydew on it. I
Not
noticed
on that. Not on that.
That would be
No.
the worst. You come out, you're like, it is sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Big
Like, what's
sticky
going on
pumpkin.
here?
I'm hoping to get in the top 5. That'd be great.
That would be
But
awesome.
if I could get 1,500 or 1,600, I should be able to get in the top 5.
Well, I love
Yeah.
it, man. This is fantastic. It's like just to see. What does it feel
Yeah.
like to see like the whole? And you've been preparing since winter. You bought your seeds. You did all that, and now it's come to harvest. What does it feel like?
It's really a good feeling. It's a satisfying feeling. It's really fun. It's like a roller coaster, you know? sometimes you have days where you're worried about it or something. There's a crack in something or a split or whatever, but getting to this point feels really good.
Yeah, you're close. You're right there,
Yeah,
Jeff. You're
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
You're so close, man. I hope you kill it and just take home the blue
That'd be
ribbon,
fun.
man.
That'd be fun.
That would be so cool. So now you're not going to eat this pumpkin, but
I am
after
not
the
gonna eat this
competition, like what's the future hold for this beautiful
goes
pumpkin?
to probably going to go to a winery and get set for people to take pictures and climb on and sit on and
Oh,
poke
dude,
and
yeah. That's
guess the weight and when
That's
when
Instagram
wine
ready.
view, yeah,
for sure. Yeah, get
definitely.
your
Yeah,
selfies on
yeah.
here.
It's fun, and then I go visit it, and it's really
How
fun.
long will it last before that thing? You're like, all right, now we got
Well,
to dismantle this sucker.
They last a long time. They'll last a couple months, but I tend to try and get the seeds out of it probably at the latest, maybe mid-November.
Okay. If you could give our listeners just a bit of encouragement, maybe they're thinking, maybe I could do that, or I could grow some pumpkins at home. What would be your thoughts to them for next year?
I would say take a look at your yard and find a spot, maybe that gets plenty of sun. You need some sun, and hopefully you have a couple 100 square feet at least. And then go online, go to bigpumpkins.com and look for information there, or they can always go to my website.
You have a
Or
website?
I have a website, jeffreymclean.com.
There we go.
They can read my book, which is on Amazon.
Yes.
Backyard Big, Growing Atlantic Giant Pumpkins in Your Backyard. And I wrote it because I feel like people automatically think they can't grow because they don't have the space, but you really don't need a ton of space.
I'm shocked at how
Yeah.
big this pumpkin is with how
It's
small
not
the actual patch is.
Huge. Yeah.
So just get out there and try it. Just give
Get
it a go.
out there and give it a try. And there are plenty of nice people at competitions. You can go to the competitions. There's also growers forums where they have kind of classes, mini classes that they'll teach you the basics. Yeah.
Well, Jeff, this is just remarkable, man. I love what you've done here, and this is a great space.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for the lesson, and hey, good luck to you in this year's competition. And hopefully,
Thank
can we have you
Maybe
back?
I'll see you there.
You know what? You're making it sound kind of fun, actually. And I want to see what these
It's
pumpkins.
usually about 105, just so you know. It's really
105
very
degrees.
hot.
Yeah.
For some reason, on that weekend, it's always hot.
Yeah, it's in October. You should be cool, but
Right.
do not expect that. I think you're going to take home, man. I think you're going to do well. Top 5 or better.
I hope so.
For you.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Well, hey,
Yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully we'll get you back next year and we can talk some more pumpkin growing.
Sounds good.
All right, we're back from our interview. Big thank you to Jeffrey McClain for welcoming us into your pumpkin patch. And I want to remind all of our listeners that Jeff has a really great book. I'm actually holding it in my hand right now, and I've read this and had a joy reading it because it has so many detailed instructions on what he does to grow big, but also there's constant little bits of humor sprinkled out. Jeff's he's having a good time as well.
He fit right in with us.
Yes, he's joking.
It was awesome.
Laughter is a big part of growing pumpkins, and I love that. So thank you, Jeff, for sharing this, and I hope all of our listeners, if you want to try growing big as well, check out his book, but also check out the websites. And he mentioned some in his interview, and I'm putting them in the episode description. But that's all for this week. Kevin, go ahead and take us out.
Well, thank you, Austin. And of course, thank you to our guest, Jeff McClain. I loved it. I learned so much from Jeff. He's doing all the things we talk about, but at an elite level. So I love it. So you can grow giants with organics. And for me, that really just highlights the power of organic growing. And for me, I think his approach, he wants to have that patch do great year after year and actually get better each year. And the work he's doing out there and building that soil up and taking care of those plants, it's really inspiring. And actually it fired me up a little bit. I don't know about you, Austin. I'm like, all right, maybe next year I'll grow a few.
I think we should try.
I don't know if I can grow a giant just yet, but we'll see, because it seemed pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the leaves on that plant, you guys, I mean, they're huge. I mean, just the leaves of the plant were 2-3 feet across, 3-4 feet off the ground on stems. On the vines were thick, buddy. Beautiful. I loved it. So the proof is in the pudding. So good luck to Jeff. Please, let's send him some good vibes, listeners. Let's send him. Sending you good vibes, Jeff. You're gonna
We want
win
the biggest pumpkin.
top 5, if not top 3, if not winning. So please check him out. Elk Grove Pumpkin Festival, October 4th through the 5th. Free admission, Austin.
Yep.
Gotta love that. It goes 10 to 5. And you know what? I didn't realize he didn't mention it. There's a pumpkin regatta where some of the people actually hollow out some of their giants, turn it into like a little kayak, and then they have a boat race.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's got to be hilarious. But so hopefully good times out there, and good luck to all the competitors. I bet there's going to be some monsters out there. Can't wait to see. But until next week, garden friends, we'll see you back for another great episode. We got another cool one in the works for you, and it's going to be, we're heading into an amazing season of growing. I know people feel like, oh, the summer, it's over. No, it's only just begun, friends. So time to get out those seed packets, start cultivating and getting ready for amazing fall planting. But until next week, garden friends, happy gardening to you all, and please never stop growing. Giants! Woo!